Now, how to tailor therapy to the uniqueness of the individual? Well. We can look at the philosophical models of various therapists who are ultimately, you could say, theorists of healing, who have their own mind map and its jargon, who have their own technique and its jargon, who have their own way of response and its sentencing, and within that sentencing is a sense of this is how to sentence. This is how to respond, and when you respond this way with this particular carefully structured language, it invokes this response. And there is some value to all of that. It's not that there isn't any value, but it must be looked at with its own careful meticulosity, or a state of meticulousness, a state of carefulness of, okay, the client wants to pray, use a crystal, use a sage stick, worship a deity. The client wants to call out to God. The client has dreams about going to other planets. The client wants to hold hands. The client wants to hug. The client wants to walk in nature. The client wants to listen to some tonal indigenous music. The client wants to bum a cigarette and then come into the session and say just how shit things are. The client needs to put their hands over water and pray and offer blessings to the water and then drink the water in order to stabilize their energy field. The client needs to look at the night sky with the therapist and call out to the universe. The client needs, this is integrating what we can say is the unique working of the entity. Now if someone says, I want to, harm myself with you, that's obviously something that we cannot do, right? Something that cannot be, that needs a different type of approach. That needs its own healing. If someone's like, I want to BDSM with you, it's like, well, no, that also needs some love and understanding brought to it and some awareness as to why that's there or what that is, or, the entity, without telling the entity this is how you should or should be, or there's no should or should not. You're free to choose and learn from your experience. And I'm free to say, I don't do that here, So we'll move into a more broader thing in the next video in relationship to this particular topic of what the Healee might use.